Hey everyone! Today I'm going to do another holiday gift guide from the drugstore. This is more specifically, this isn't about gift sets. This is just products that I think would be good for like a starter in makeup. And, you know, if you wanted to, I've seen people like put them together in like caboodles, and I think that would be super cute to put it together in a caboodle or a train case. I have this train case. I'm not, putting the makeup in here or anything right now. But this is super cute. I got this like years ago. Somebody got it for me as a gift. And like you could even use like a regular makeup bag or anything. It doesn't have to be a caboodle. It doesn't have to be a train case. All right, so first I'm going to recommend this Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. This is like super pretty. And like the color, it comes with a lot of colors and it's easy to come up with looks for this palette. And usually when you get like a bigger palette, it's not that easy to come up with looks with, and this one just is. And there are lots of tutorials with different looks from this palette out there, like on YouTube and stuff, so it's very easy to find something. Yesterday's video, I just mentioned a bunch of holiday sets. Those are also all like great gifts for people. Obviously, I'm separating these videos just because I felt like I had more to talk about here, and I didn't want to like include everything together. But yeah, so here is a great palette for starters, because this is like a really high quality palette. It's the Ulta Melissa Michelle palette, and it comes with everything you would need. It has eyeshadows. It came with a lipstick. I have that like somewhere else, but the lipstick's really great that it comes with. It's one of the Ulta brand matte liquid lipsticks, and it's gorgeous. These colors are really nice. You can do a lot with these too. Like they seem kind of basic, neutral, warm toned, but that's very trendy right now. It's kind of like you can get like a nice sunset look with this even. You could kind of get like a cool toned look even with it, with like these colors and like some of these. But yeah, it's really nice. You have a highlight and a blush. And this is a great like all-in-one thing. These are $3.99 or $2.99, depending on where you get them. I think they might be discontinuing them and putting them in different packaging, which kind of sucks because they'll probably make them more expensive then. But if you can find these, like, these are a staple. This is like the ultimate thing to like teach you how to do makeup, because like right on the things, mine are a little bit worn, but it says like eyelid, crease, and brow bone, and that's really all you need for a quick look. You could do this like in the car on, not in the car. You could do this like, I don't know, I think I've used it like on the train before, like on my way to school. And these are just really good. You could like do makeup on the bus to school or something with this. Or like in a friend's moving car like I did the other day, but don't drive and do your makeup. Just be a passenger and do your makeup. But yeah, this would be really handy for that because it's just so simple to use. And these colors are really great. You can get like a great look with this. And it's a good companion palette for something else that you have. I used it with this foiled palette from BH Cosmetics, along with this Blush Neutrals palette from BH Cosmetics. So today I'm going to have a blog post on this. I'll post a link to that in the description because I think that's up today. Yeah, it might be up like later at the time that I'm posting this, but anyway, you'll see it. I'll have a link to my blog there, and yeah. Anyway, so this is the shadow that I used all over the lid today, and then I think I used that in the outer corner. I used one of these darker brown shades in the outer corner, and I really liked that. And I used that brown shade in the crease. I put that down first, and then I don't know what shade I used. I think I used this shade in the crease as well, and a little bit like on the outer corner. So like it was like 3 palettes that I used, but it was still pretty good. This honestly isn't the best palette out there. You can get like a lot of colors with it. I didn't think the formula was that great. I had to like layer it a little bit, which does bother my eyes when I layer too much powder on my eyes, so keep that in mind. But it's still like, it's a nice gift, especially for a beginner, because you've got every color you need. The only thing is that like you don't have a matte shadow, so putting something like this in with it would be really useful because you have like a nice color that you can use in the crease. You could use a shimmer in the crease, but use a matte. No judgment if you use a shimmer, but use a matte. So yeah, and then this blush neutrals palette. I haven't used this at all yet, other than that one color and some of the blush shades. The blush shades go on a little weird. It's like patchy almost. I don't know. So this is the old version of the Carly Bible palette, but this is an awesome, awesome palette. Yeah, they have like a newer version with some different colors, some of the same colors, but like it's the same sort of selection that you get, but you get a little bit more with the newer version. And like honestly, if you see this or you see the newer version, I would get the newer version. This is good too, but yeah. I like this a lot. Carly Bible is from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey too, so she for where she like grew up isn't that far from me, and like she's only like a year older than me, and like she was born I think on October 17th, a year before me, or October 15th, and I'm born on October 16th. So that's kind of cool. Like how crazy is it that like both of us are like that, but she's a lot different than I am, obviously. But yeah, anyway, I like this color selection that she came up with, and I'm like proud of her because like I feel like we're like so close just because we live close. So yeah, Carly Bible, if you want to do a collab with me, that would be hilarious. But yeah, let's do it. Yeah, anyway, so this palette's really good. The highlights in this are gorgeous. And you have some that you could use for like deeper skin tones too. And you could use like the eyeshadows as highlights. You could use the eyeshadows as like bronze, or you could use like these as bronzers if you really wanted to. That would be a little bit scary because they're pretty shimmery, but I use them as eyeshadows and I love them. And this is just a great palette. I really, really like this one. And my last palette pick that I'm going to do is the ColourPop Yes Please palette. This is just really nice. Like these are great colors. They said it was like it looks a lot like the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I just think this is kind of the palette that everything looks like now. The Naked Heat, the Natasha Denona Sunset. So yeah, this is like it's super trendy. It's cute. The color selection's trendy and it's very neutral, so you can get like good looks out of this. Yeah, I love these oranges. I never use this palette, and I have no idea why. It's perfectly good. It's an amazing palette. Like, look at this shade right here. Like, are you kidding me? Like, why don't I use that? Put it on my very dry hand. But, anyway, the ColourPop Yes Please palette. This is probably, like, my favorite thing from the drugstore is the Maybelline Matte Ink Glosses, or, these aren't glosses. These are just the Maybelline Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks. These are awesome. They last like no one's business. It's great. So yeah, I would recommend getting these. If you got like a fun color, that would be good for Christmas. But yeah, these are awesome. For a face primer, I would recommend the Master Prime Blur and Smooth. I've just started using this, so I guess I can't really recommend it, but I've tried the Blur and Illuminate before. I've liked the Blur and Illuminate a lot, and this one seems a little bit better. I don't know why. I feel like this was in my makeup that lasted me like all day and all night, that makeup look. But yeah, it was, the video I had a few days ago where I did makeup in the car and I wore it all night long. This was the primer that I used, and my face makeup did stay on all night long, so this is pretty good. Yeah, I recommend it. The eye primer I would recommend is the Milani eye primer. This works well with most shadows, and it's just what works the best for me. I feel like Urban Decay has reformulated their primer potion so many times that like this is the only way to go. They've never like reformulated it or repackaged it as far as I know. It's been the same forever, and it's like a hidden gem of the drugstore because I guess because not enough places sell Milani, and now more places are selling Milani, so it might not be as much of a hidden gem as it was, but yeah, these are good. I forgot to bring out the Milani Rose Blushes. That's what I would recommend if you're getting, like, like pretty looking things to give in somebody's makeup bag or whatever makeup gift you're giving them. Just because those look gorgeous, and they work pretty well. They're very light. But yeah, if you didn't want to give, like, that type of blush and you don't care about cute packaging, I would give the Instant Cheekbones from CoverGirl. These like have two blushes and a highlight, so it's a pretty good deal for what you're getting. This is the color Suddenly Sable, or Sophisticated Sable, or Suddenly Sable. I don't know what it is. But I have it on today, just on my cheeks, and it's really nice, and I like it a lot. This e.l.f. palette, too, it's got blushes, it's got a bronzer. I think the bronzer was, like, my favorite part of it. And the blushes are really pretty, and the highlight's really nice and, like, glowy. So this would be good, too. I forgot what it's called. I think it's the e.l.f. Bare Essentials collection. I don't know. I totally forget, but it's the one in the mirrored packaging. I think it's the only one in this packaging. It's a total face palette, it says on it. So yeah, it's a good one. If you know somebody's like foundation shade or anything, the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation's a really good one. If you like a BB cream, I would go more with something like the Rimmel BB cream. I haven't used this like a ton. This I brought in the summer, and I was just going to use it in the summer. But for some reason, I was doing like full coverage looks in the summer, which seems crazy to me now. But I liked it a lot at the time, and I still like it now. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I haven't used it in a while, but I still like it. And the e.l.f. Flawless Finish is what I have on my face today, and I like it a lot. I think it's a good foundation. It's probably my favorite from the drugstore. One of my favorites of all time. Maybe like almost tied with the Too Faced Born This Way. But yeah, this is great. And just some lipsticks. The Revlon, what are these called? Super lustrous lipsticks. These are awesome. This one's in the color Blushing Mauve, and this would be like a perfect color for anyone, I think. It's just like a great everyday color. Like, can you see it? It's nice. And these Maybelline, this is in Touch of Spice. This goes with every single look. And it's one of their matte or not matte glosses. It's it's one of the Maybelline matte lipsticks. Yeah, that's about everything I can think of to say now. I've rambled on way too much in this video, so I'm just gonna get going, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!